Hello, guys. I hope you are all wonderful. Welcome to Rise and Chai with myself, the lovely Lael, here on his 1/6 Scale Man channel. And of course, a permanent guest, which we're stoked about, Reviews with Rich. I hope you have all been wonderful. It's been a crazy week of news and figure announcements, and both licensed and unlicensed, of course. So, gents, can you join me, please?
We definitely can. We are
Oh
right
yeah.
here waiting to join you. We are so excited to have you
How
or,
are
or
you
for you
guys?
Yeah.
again,
We are your
ladies,
guests.
ladies rule the world, and we are your guests. So you go ahead and do your thing.
Oh, bless. Thank you, guys. So with the show today, I am running the ship. This is the first time I've ever done this on someone else's channel, so this should be interesting. But obviously, I went to see Wakanda Forever the other night. I know you guys haven't seen it yet. When are you guys heading to the cinema?
I'm going here tonight, in a few
Ooh,
hours. So I
okay.
cannot wait. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
opens in
awesome.
the UK tomorrow, so I'll be seeing it just after work.
Oh, mate.
Mm.
I tell you
Mm.
what, this is probably the only thing I like about Australia. Um, movies come out like right on cue because we're ahead of the world
Mhm.
in the time zones, but when it comes to figures, we're dead last, hey.
You are. Yeah.
We're dead last. And there's no fixing that.
No, no. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
are you
yeah. They
guys
sorry. The
yeah.
Marvel used to release films in the UK about a week before. So like Doctor Strange and quite a few other ones came out a week before the US and the rest of the world. So I don't know why that happened, but it happened for a long time, and now we're back at queue. So I don't know what we've done to piss somebody off. Probably Brexit, but yes, it's just I don't understand why that is the case, but no, it's I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Does it meet
Oh boy.
expectations? That's the question I've got for you.
It does. It
Okay.
does. It's a hell of a tearjerker, so take some tissues. I won't say
Mhm.
why it is. I mean, it is for obvious reasons, of course, um, but it definitely meets expectations. I certainly enjoyed it. Uh, no film's perfect, but I loved what they did with it. I really did. There were twists, there were surprises, pleasant ones. I think you
Mhm.
guys will enjoy it. I think you
Okay,
will,
that's good.
definitely.
That's good. Yeah,
I
because
definitely can't
Leal's
wait.
Yeah.
bet his mortgage on this one being good. So,
Hey, you know what? Listen. The way I'm approaching this, like I said, I'm in it for so many different reasons,
yeah, I
and
know.
not only just for representation, whether that
Mhm.
be African or Mesoamerican,
Mhm.
Mm.
in the Mayan culture itself, because like I said, heavy advocate for that inclusion, but just for the story, also Angela Bassett, I'm there for her. So I'm just all in for it. I mean, I
Yeah.
just can't wait. I can't wait to be submersed in it. So, like you said, like all things subjective, like
Yeah.
all films, not every film is going to be, completely perfect, but when it touches certain
Mm.
things and certain
Yeah.
chords, and
Mhm.
all right. So I'll ask you this:
Hmm.
does this, in your opinion, does this wash away the taste of Thor: Love and Thunder, and
And the
also
rest.
your dislike
Mm.
Black Adam? Does it wash that away? That taste out of your mouth? Oh, did she freeze?
She's frozen again.
Did she freeze? I never freeze.
I never freeze.
I never freeze.
Can
Did
you
she
guys tell
freeze?
me if I'm like
We got
am
you.
I freezing? Because I
We
Yes.
can't
got you.
tell
Yeah,
on
you
my
froze
end.
just a little bit. Just a little
You
bit.
got me? Okay, good. Because
Yeah, yeah.
network's freaking out.
Mm.
It's the signals running in and
In
out a
and out.
bit. Like it's actually going in and out just a
There's so
tad
much
bit.
glitching. I can't tell.
Hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is
Turn off your
definitely.
Wi-Fi on
I'm gonna
everything
check
else.
YouTube.
Yeah. I think it's will. Yeah. Oh, she's off.
While she's doing that, I will address the chat for her while she's away, and then we'll bring her
Mhm.
back in. We got, and let me actually just remove this here, and then she'll basically slide back in. I think her signal.
Mhm.
We got Mark P out there in the building. We got Chewy's Bandolier, Anthony Wagstaff in the building. Yeah, there she goes. We have Blitz 0065 is in the building. We got Leighton Richards. Mary Sullivan is in the building. We got Ash Chase, Darkwing Collection, Empire Strikes Again, AJ Agrusa. Who else we have in here? Blitz 0065. My man, this is channel member AJ Agrusa. Darkwing Collections in the building. We got Cabros Collection in the building. Let's see here. Who else is with us? Yeah, we got quite a few people coming in later. Also, we have the lovely and amazing Latoya T in the building. We got my boy, my bro, all day, every day. I cannot wait to meet Thomas Brown. I can't. It's something in me. Like, you can tell, like, I love everybody in this chat, but Thomas, I can't wait. I just can't wait to meet Thomas. Thomas is that cool dude. Kinky Sphinx in the building. As always, love you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, let's go. Marvelous. She's still working with us. She's still working with us. But yeah, I know everybody's excited for this movie, in some way and on some platform. Yeah, I can't wait. He's Kinky Sphinx said, I'm seeing Black Panther right now. Bro, you enjoy it. Woo, my man. Like, bro, that's why I love this chat. That's why I love this community. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love this community so much, bro, because we all celebrate just art, this art for what it is. And that's the beauty of all this.
The power of film as well for me.
Yes, bro.
It's just stuff like this storytelling, the fact that they can, in this day and age, that they can make a number of big tentpole films a year and have so much heart to them. I mean, look at those trailers. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but looking at the trailers, how much heart and stuff that they put into this and love. And it's just like, that's just wonderful that it can evoke so much emotion from someone who you've never even met. And it's just, it's so wonderful. Yeah. It's amazing. I'm so looking forward to it.
Definitely. Les, you're back. How's everything? You good?
I'm back. Look, okay. I hope everything's good. I think my brother-in-laws are playing with the network up there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know what's happening. They're moving around upstairs, so I don't know what they're doing, but they better behave.
Hey, you know what? But we got each other's back. So whatever you need, we got you. Everything, if you drop out, we're going to keep the ball rolling until you pop back in and then you take the lead. So we got you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Look, worst case scenario, I'll plug in on my phone and see how we go.
Got you.
Yeah, that sometimes works for me. When I first started streaming, that kept happening to me all the time. My first ever appearance on Collector's Lounge, it kept happening, didn't it, Leal? And you're like, hey, do you want to come to say what? I'm like, yes, and no one could hear me. And I was like,
got you.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's brutal. But look, guys, I think you'll love it. I'm glad you're both looking forward to it. And I'm really over the moon that you guys get to see it soon. I don't think you will be very disappointed. I think you will love it. And speaking of Wakanda Forever, that Hot Toys announcement dropped. Literally, I think it was yesterday afternoon, my time. Yeah. What are you guys thinking? Tell me.
We know what Leal's thinking now.
Leo, can I get you to harmonize on one of my music videos, please?
Yo, I will. I will definitely do it all day. I will warm up and everything to do it because, man, listen, listen, it couldn't have come sooner. And here's the thing. It's crazy because I was talking to Brendan. Brendan actually messaged me the night that it was released. He was like, wow, yo, I'm shocked that they are actually releasing this figure 2 days before the movie drops. Yep. And it's like they must have full confidence in it. I was like saying to myself, yeah, but I really don't care. I'm glad they did it. I'm so excited about this piece, man. Like literally, and the thing is, we were talking about this yesterday. What I like about this, and this is going to really, really sound crazy, but I really dig the aesthetics of this suit more than I do the other two. And the reason why is because I think the feminine value, it lends itself to the feline value of the actual, you know what I mean? Like you can see, it's more feline, and it looks like it looks sleek. It looks amazing. Like she looks more. She looks more like an assassin, sort of like silent assassin type. We look Panthers. We know that they are really, really tacticians. They're really like sleek. Their movement is calculated. They look great. And I think that this is what this lends itself to. And it shows power. It looks like a merge. It looks like they've merged it, all three suits. Like the royalty of, T'Chaka's suit. They the militants of Killmonger's suit.
Yeah.
And then,
Yes.
also basically with the sleek and smoothness of T'Challa's suit, and they got this particular piece. Is and mind you, she made all three, or actually the
Yeah.
two itself, because T'Chaka had his own suit, but she enhanced, whatever. So it looks great. It looks amazing. I'm so super duper stoked about it. It was a dope pull for me. Yes, I pre-ordered this quick. I actually had to pre-order two because I believe I have to pre-order two because Toya wants one. And again,
Aw.
so she has to have her own. She can't touch mine because she knows what I'm gonna do with it. So you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm over the moon about this piece, man. It is, and also we know that we will have a head sculpt. No telling what it's going to be yet, so I don't know. We'll just have to
Yeah.
wait and actually see. But definitely, I'm excited about this piece.
Awesome. Rich, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. With what you said there, Lael, about the feline nature of
Yeah.
it,
The
absolutely
feline.
spot on. Yeah, spot on. It looks great. I sometimes struggle when I've had female characters in sixth scale, when I've had like Black Widow. I think I said this before. A couple of the ones that I've had in the past, they look so small and not sometimes that imposing on the shelf. I like to keep it relatively clean on my setup and stuff. And they don't really seem to stand out as much, like because obviously their outfits aren't that dynamic or like stands out very much, but this one really does. So I like this one a lot. I like the design a lot. I saw a very I try to avoid TV spots because there's so many spoilers on them, but I saw this one bit where it showed her flipping, and the way she flipped in the film, I was like, I'm getting it straight away. I'm getting it. That looks so cool. It looks so cool. And because obviously one of my biggest things from the first film was like how CGI'd and very bandy about and all this kind of stuff like this. It didn't look very real, but that genuinely did from that very short clip I saw. And I was like, this suit looks amazing. I hope that we have many, don't say anything, but I hope we have many number different Black Panthers in this film.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lineup of them. That would look incredible. I even really like the T'Chaka suit that came out as a sideshow exclusive with his dad with the African soul on his shoulder and sash.
Yeah.
I love all of the designs from these films. So I think no matter what they bring out, I didn't buy the stuff from the first one. I'm not going to go back because I have a feeling that we're going to release a lot of stuff from this, including that throne, because we've got that in the headquarters. Did you see the promotion that they did where they had him sat on the throne with those new light boxes and stuff? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping to go all in. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for him to do it. I mean, because the thing is, if you think about it, that the throne itself it's more personal for me, for the simple fact that it was the first Hot Toys gift that Toya bought me. Was that was the very first one.
Wow.
And
amazing.
it definitely has a special place in my heart. So I was like, that throne. And then when you have it in hand, it's everything you can ask for. Like,
wow,
it is.
I hope they re-release that, because that'd be awesome.
It would be lovely. It would, because he's hard to find now. He really is.
Yeah.
And I personally love what they've done with the suit. And another thing that is great about the different Black Panther suits, you guys were so spot on, is that they've made each suit specific to each character. They've given it certain highlights and certain, amendments and accessories that are for that character alone, which makes it special. And I love that what they've done with the suit is kind of combine all of them together, T'Challa's, Eric Killmonger's. They've really got the accents of each of those suits in this one. And I think they did a beautiful job executing it. I love the guns on her hands and how they look like they fold over.
Yeah.
I think that was executed beautifully well. I think, and again, with the females, the female Marvel characters, Rich, I think you really touched on that well, is that you know, a lot of them just don't have that kind of presence in the display when you're surrounded by quite a lot
Yeah.
of resplendent male characters. So I think that with this one, I think she's definitely got that presence. She's got that strength. She's got that beauty and majesty about her. I think she will look beautiful on a D12 under a set of lights for sure.
I hope
she's
though the
gorgeous.
material's quite dynamic as well, so you can kind of pose it like it's a Spider-Man as well. I
Yes.
think that would be really cool. So you
Definitely.
do some really cool dynamic poses, because that would be awesome. I'd love that.
Yeah,
And
and the
have the
thing is,
material just pop back
yes, right, because
like a
that's
rubber band.
it's just like I was talking about this yesterday or last night on take your on or say what I'm sorry. So if anybody who has Miles Morales from the VGA video game, you'll know that suit, it really does, it bounce when you pose it, it bounces right back as if it was never. It's that good. Like it's probably
amazing.
one of the best entries. I mean, especially when it comes to the suit, aside from the Into the Spider-Verse version, because that Into the Spider-Verse version, that suit bounces back like that. It's incredible. But
Yes.
yeah, but the
Yes.
Miles, it does the same thing, and I'm hoping that's the same material. It's innovative. I think they are. I think they will basically do it that way. But
I'm sure they'll have to. Yeah,
definitely. But I'm hoping that like Unreal Customs or someone else actually makes a custom cape, because I would love to actually give her a custom cape.
Yeah,
and it's
Oh,
gonna be
yes.
with a
incredible.
hood on. Yeah,
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
yes. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Oh yes, that would be stunning. Oh, I couldn't agree more with.
Mm.
That's better than my wordless responses.
Just look at this pose. This is beautiful.
Yeah,
This
it is.
pose right
Yeah,
here
it's a
is
great one.
amazing. I love it.
Hot Toys nailed the promotional imagery for this figure.
Yes.
They really, really did. And look, I've heard quite a few people say that, dropping this figure before they see the film is a bit of a spoiler. But let's be honest, we've seen
on
her
the
in the
trailers.
trailer
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
We've seen her in the trailer already. People are a bit, conflicted about it. But, if the spoiler's in the trailer, you can't take it out on Hot Toys for dropping it, because to be honest, they've dropped it just after the premiere. The timing is perfect, and they have to drop it to sync with not just one place in the world, but all over.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think
they want
it's
to get pre-orders as quickly as
Of
possible.
course they do. They want to ride that hype. I always think it's quite funny when a film like this comes out, and then other films where they release a hot toy before the film comes out, they're like, "Oh, does this mean the film's bad?" That's what people said when Black Adam was releasing just before the film came out. I mean, its film's bad. Well, it might be in some people's opinion, but it's like funny how like they're being savvy by doing this, by getting her out now. People are going to pre-order her straight away because they've seen the film or they're about to see the film. And I don't like this picture on the left. I do not like.
Which one?
The one on the left.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
The full body.
The full body.
It looks
Actually,
so
full
weird.
body.
It looks so weird. The way she stood
The way they have
there
her
on
standing.
that one, the way they have her standing compared to the rest of the ones where her shoulders are back and she looks really.
This
really
one
good
right
with-
here.
She does look a bit.
Yeah,
She's a bit
weird.
hunched and awkward.
Hunched over,
I agree.
Awkward. The proportions don't look great. It looks a bit weird there. That was one of the first pictures I saw of it, and I was like, "Oh man, I hope this is not."
Yeah.
She looks a bit bobbleheady. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that one, she looks perfect. So it's kind of
when they
quite
have
funny.
her posed, and that's the thing is like, and that's once we get to the third party figures, because I kind of feel that way with certain figures. Like when you pose it a certain way, the thing is, the symmetry, the aesthetics, everything has to be as realistic as possible, because it bows well and it's great for like literally from a photo aspect. It has to look as if it looks like somebody's cosplaying that character.
Yeah,
it has to look like spot on. The poses have to really bow well. You can't just have like this a pose that doesn't look like this. Right here looks incredible.
Yeah,
like this pose, how they have her
Especially
standing
looking
there.
up at her like that. Just that angle
Yeah,
is
just that angle, like looking at that suit.
Yeah.
Is phenomenal. This, of course, like I said, it is traditional. It is, that's the standard, the gold standard when it comes to a Panther. I like that picture right here as well.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, I love the lighting from the that actually lens from the left. All right, but I do love that. Even this looks good.
Yeah,
But
I think it's the shoulders back. I think she's more dynamic than just
yeah,
being hunched. I think it just looked weird
yeah,
because the head is because
yeah,
she's so small. She's a
hmm
small character anyway. So
yeah.
I think with the helmet on and hunched over, she looks a lot
Like
smaller. Like that one there
this.
looks weird.
Yeah,
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 looks
yeah,
weird. But the rest of them look
Mm.
fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they bring in this. I'm hoping
hmm
for an Umbaku big
yeah.
big one, massive, hot boy,
Namor.
chunky, a
Yeah,
Namor, all sorts. I'd love all of them.
yeah, yeah. And I know they're
I
gonna
think
get,
it's, I
because
think
if it's an
I
Iron
was-
Man suit, you know they're gonna give us Riri.
oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
was,
100%.
yeah. I
100%.
think so. I think this
I'm
is be the one that I think I do go all in on the line. If I love the film, I think
Yeah.
I'll just go right. Okay, I'm getting everything from that because I always regret. Do you know what I mean? I always regret when I've seen a film and I'll go, oh, I'll get one or two from them. And then I'm like, oh, shit, I could have got this. I could have gone like Doc Ock. I could have got do you know, all those ones from previous films I've seen. But I'd like to go all in on a particular
Definitely.
film.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Over to you, Les.
No, there's a lot of hype around everything, and I'm trying so hard to keep my bloody mouth shut.
Keep your bloody mouth, Sheila.
Hey, we're gonna, because the thing is, we're gonna definitely, and I know we'll actually have a conversation about this on Rich's show.
Yeah.
Next
100%,
Tuesday.
yeah.
I know we're going to talk about this on Comic Book Talk with Friends. I know we'll probably even touch on it slightly during Collector's Lounge, but we won't probably do any spoilers then because again, it is the weekend and I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to talk about it next on the Rise and Shine next Thursday.
Yes.
So
yes,
100%.
And so everybody who haven't already, please subscribe to Reviews with Rich, where on Film Club we'll be talking a full spoiler heavy Black Panther Wakanda Forever chat with these wonderful people, and also Shane is coming with as well, so that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, because he missed the previous one, didn't he? Bless him.
Yes, he was.
tired,
Yeah, he's
wasn't
been
he?
busy with work. Yeah, tired. bless him.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, we all get slammed. It's the silly season. It is upon us.
Yes.
But let's mix it up a bit, guys. Let's go to another section of pop culture. Not necessarily figures, but there is talk of an Indiana Jones TV series in the works. Now, Harrison Ford has been very vocal about the fact that Indiana Jones 5 is the last one. And Indiana Jones 5, I think, is either currently finishing production or it's in post-production. But he said this is the last one.
Yeah.
It's finished. It is finished. Okay. Now, I don't know how you guys felt about the previous film, but what were your thoughts on Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
okay, you go, Rich. You go first.
Okay. He was more of a Sean Connery character. He was more of his father in Crystal Skull than Indiana Jones that we love. He was making way for Shia LaBeouf to take over. What happened to that guy? Did he get cancelled? Yes, he did. But good actor though. But he was massively terribly cast in that. But anyway,
Bit spicy.
Yeah, well, the last film was not great. If they ended the franchise on that last film, it would have been a massive disservice to the previous three. The previous three are absolute classics. I love Indiana Jones films. They are some of my favorite IP and what I grew up on. And so Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was atrocious. Skull. Yeah. But this one looks fantastic. It's made and written by James Mangold, who did Logan, who wrote and directed Logan. So I have seen a lot of work that they've done already. They filmed quite through him in Bamborough Castle, up north from us in the UK, and there's a lot of stuff that they've done. There's a lot of flashback stuff that they will do, where they will basically put a younger Harrison Ford face on the stuntman, and he's doing some work. So there's some stuff on that as well that they're doing. This film is going to be unbelievable. I am so hyped for it. Harrison Ford does not gush very, very much, and when he does, you know it's something amazing. For me,
Yeah.
with this
Sticks and
announcement,
yeah.
not to get too ahead of it, but for me in this announcement, I'm not too sure about it. The reason why I'm not too sure about it is A, they're just talking to writers and they haven't got any ideas yet. They're just kind of carting that idea around. Of course, Disney Plus are going to try and make some more money from
Yeah.
this on the
Mhm.
brand recognition, on the name recognition, on everything.
Yes,
However,
yes.
look what happened to Solo.
Right.
You tried to
Right.
recast Han Solo, people aren't sold on it. So what are they going
Yeah.
to have to do? They can't go like from this point onwards because we don't know what's going to happen to him in Indy
Yeah.
5. It might be what happened when he was in his 20s. Okay, that might be interesting. But
Yeah.
they did that. They did that with the TV shows.
Mhm.
Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which wasn't very good. It was
Yeah.
Yes, they
infotainment.
did.
It
The
wasn't
90s or
great.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. But the only thing I would say is that obviously they had River Phoenix playing
Mhm.
young Indiana Jones, and what they did with that, obviously River died, but they could do something around that time that
Yeah.
could be a bit more interesting. But I can't see them doing this unless they spin off another character. I can't see them recasting.
Yeah.
Him, to be honest with
Because the thing is, it's like, how do you gauge the interest at that point? Harrison Ford, made this particular character, and I'm guessing that they're going to actually it's going to depend on what they do with with the movie, how the movie, how that movie kind of ties into it, what we're going to see going forward. Is it going to be a prequel? Is it going to be if it's a spinoff, how will we actually engage in that show with
Yeah.
our main character? You know what I mean? So that's what it's going to be. And to know, why I'm going to see the movie, why I love it. Look, Raiders of the Lost Ark is on the top 5 list of the greatest films of all time to me. I love Raiders of it. Toya, sometimes you get sick of it. Every time it's on, I'm watching it. You know what I mean? I'm watching it, or I'm on Disney. I'm just watching it. I love that film. I cannot get enough of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I love it. So again, I've followed, Indiana Jones, pretty much every film. Kingdom of the Christmas. I mean, Christmas. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Everyone's saying that.
Here's the thing. There were certain aspects of that movie that I took. I mean, Kate Blanchett. I mean, anything she's in is gold. Anything she touches is gold. Like literally, she is one of the greatest actresses of all time. Like literally. So anything she touches is gold to me. But there are certain aspects of the film that I took away, and I was like, you know what, this is indie. Even Harrison Ford's performance, that's indie. Shia LaBeouf, even though he has a certain way, his acting is there, but we know there was controversy behind him in his personal life, and I think that might have actually overshadowed a couple of things.
Yeah.
And on top of
Yeah.
that, people weren't willing
Agreed.
to let go. People weren't willing to let go of Harrison Ford as Indy. You know what I mean? Like, that was a person we've seen. I know they wanted to actually sew it up and say, okay, he's moving on, he's married, whatever. But you couldn't end it that way. You couldn't. So I'm glad they're doing something like this. I definitely am.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely
me too.
agree. 100%.
I think as well, one of the thing was really bad in the last one was the reliance on CGI, and what they did with Shia LaBeouf's character stood between two cars and the monkeys thing, and then he's in quicksand and all that stuff. I'm just like, oh my god, taking it away from the realness of that, and seeing someone doing something like that is incredible spectacle. But when you see it in a CGI, it looks terrible. So hopefully the lessons have been learned. I have a feeling there will be with James Mangold. He did an amazing job with Logan, so there's no reason why I wouldn't with this.
Yeah, definitely. And it's actually funny to think that back in the day, Mike and I were actually talking about this morning, that when they were originally casting for the role of Indiana Jones, they were going to cast Tom Selleck. In fact, he was the pick for the role.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, and I can see that because I love Tom Selleck. He's very cheeky. He's got a lot of charm. He's, I used to say that you couldn't really see anyone else being Indiana Jones. And nowadays that is absolutely true. But I think, if Tom Selleck was cast, I think we would have had a different kind of endearment towards the Indiana Jones franchise. you know, it's a very interesting thing to go back in time and say, well, what if they did this? What if they did
Hmm.
that?
Hmm.
Because I personally love Harrison Ford as an actor. He reminds me a bit of my dad, which ain't great,
Hmm.
but you know, he's brilliant. You know, his humor is always fantastic, and you know, he carries films, he carries shows,
Oh yeah,
and
he's a movie star. He's a pure
he
movie star.
is. He's a
Yeah,
pure movie star. And, you know, someone said something in the comments earlier. I've forgotten who it is. Ah, yes, Chewie's Bandolier. If
Yeah, yeah,
Indiana Jones isn't in the Indiana Jones show, no one will watch it. I
true.
completely agree.
Hmm.
I completely
yeah.
agree. If they pursue the prequel avenue and they use Indiana Jones as a character, they would have to cast very well and do a particular angle to make it successful. So I do agree that maybe they would need to have a spin-off of a different character and interlink them somehow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because
Yeah,
it is very rocky, and it is a very typical move of Disney to make to try and draw more money
of
from this
course.
franchise. They recently released figures with Hasbro. They're cute, but they're not that great.
Hmm.
You know,
Yes,
so I
I
think
saw
they
the
are
retro.
drawing from the bank.
Yeah, there was some retro ones, and then there's some ones that weren't that bad actually that are coming out in April, and they look pretty good. The more the deluxe ones, they look pretty good.
Yes.
But I think they're gonna absolutely ride the coattails of Indy 5 coming out. People are gonna love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Then
Very
they're
true.
gonna watch stuff like everyone's like Chewy Bandolier said, Hot Toys, 100%. It
Yes.
would be amazing if we did get that. I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
there's someone who's fairly local to me
Agreed.
who's selling a Indy, the DX. I don't know which one it is. It's in DX number 3, I think it is something. He's selling that for the Indy, and I'm like tempted. It's like £250 he
Bro.
wants for it. So I'm like, I might have to. I might have to.
Is
Well, you know,
it
like I
brand
said,
new in
they,
the box, or is it a used
Yeah,
figure?
brand new in the box. Yeah, brand new in the box.
yeah, you know, they're going to have to
Okay.
go back and make this figure again. It's
Yeah,
They
they're
yeah,
going to
do.
have to. If this is his last hurrah, which he says it is,
100%
they're going to
is.
have
He's
to
80
do it.
years old. He's 80 years old.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
his last time doing
now
this.
it depends on
Wow.
basically how if he agrees, you know, with the licensing. You know what I mean? Because again, why is it that we don't actually have a Empire Bespin Han yet? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see something like that soon. I mean, I'm it's Harrison, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it's exciting times. But yeah, that's the Indiana Jones talk. Hopefully Indiana Jones 5 is epic. And
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm genuinely looking forward to having them justifiably close it off with no loose ends, having it just be, you know, just nice. You know, that's all we
Yes.
want.
Yeah,
Kingdom of the Crystal
yeah,
Skull was a very weird it was a very
Yes.
weird ending. It was a very weird slapstick thing, you know, like Richard with the
yeah.
monkeys and
Yeah.
the
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
they
uh,
really didn't spend much. It was like the thing about Indiana Jones films is the simple fact that we learn more about historical things.
Yeah.
And that
yes.
the whatever that is that he's researching or he's looking for, it becomes an actual character in the film because we're so
Mhm.
vested in it, and they spend so like as an
Yes.
archaeologist himself, you know, he spends a lot of time on these things. So Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls didn't really. It was the adventure without the, I would say, that level of archaeology. Like it was just the adventure, but we didn't have like the history portion of it. That kind of, and it just left me wondering, like, yeah, like they're going in this whole alien technology way, and I'm like, yeah, I could have did without it like that. Nah, I'm the thing with Indy, there was always like the supernatural value of it, but it was more grounded in humanity. It wasn't
Yeah,
outer space.
yeah. I mean, for me, I had no problem with it being aliens at the end. The problem I had was the lead up to it. It was just
Yeah,
it seemed like a try to recreate a greatest hits
yeah,
by playing some records backwards because they were just not learning the right lessons from the previous
yeah,
stuff and just
yeah,
putting some things that they thought it would be like a good way of putting it in, and it didn't. It did a terrible job with it. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm really happy that they're doing Indy 5 to answer your whole point about the indie TV show, I hope they do something respectfully.
Mhm.
I'm happy with Indy 5 and then leaving it, but I don't think they're just going to leave it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to squeeze it for all they can,
Yeah.
any money they can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely agree. Definitely agree. Well, look, let's hit the third-party figure bandwagon for a sec, because Susu Toys dropped a couple figures, which is creating all kinds of hype, whether people think they're good, whether people think they're bad. But a lot of people are excited about the Susu Toys Anne Marie figure, the Rogue. And a lot of people are over the moon about this thing.
Me?
And I'm yeah. I was really pleasantly surprised to see that Susu Toys had dropped this. I had no idea if they were ever going to do this. You know, I thought they were just going to sue figures from the prequel X-Men films, and not follow the actual animated series version. Or you know, it was a really pleasant surprise. Lael, I take it
Yes.
you are a big fan.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
What
I
is
talk-
it?
Rich-
What is it you love
Rich-
about it? Tell me.
Rich knows. Rich,
I know.
Rich, I am an X-Men fan. I am an true X-Men fan. It was one of the biggest, like literally, like I said, as a comic book fan in general, as a comic book collector. I mean, I talk about this all the time. You know, we had like a lot of, you know, I had, you know, my original book as well was like Strange Tales, Doctor Strange's first appearance, Werewolf by Night. I had, you know, first appearance of Black Panther, you know, with in the Fantastic Four series. When the X-Men dropped, X-Men First Class, the original First Class came along. I started collecting, you know, those books, and I've just been submersed in those books, you know, ever since. And Rogue's story, very interesting, you know, coming from, you know, a darker background, started out as an actual villain, and just her arc in general, is just so impressive. So I've always, and also her chemistry between both Remy LeBeau, Gambit himself, and also Magneto.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It was always like a love triangle between the, you know, the three. And but the thing is, she's always been, you want to talk about a powerful figure. She's extremely powerful in the comics, like literally an Omega level mutant herself, with her ability, because she's that gifted. And I just always loved the aesthetics of her, because she was always a grounded figure, a grounded hero, who, you know, didn't take herself too serious to the point where, you know, you didn't see the humanity in her. And that's what I love about the character. When they announced this, I was over the moon. Here's the thing, because you saw it when they gave you hints of what they were going to drop, but I didn't think they were going to drop it before Christmas. And they have, like, they released this before Christmas. I am over the moon.
Yeah.
I know people were talking about the head sculpt. I mean, I love this, like, this one is perfect to me. I love the way she looks here. You know, the one with the smirk, I know a lot of people were basically upset about that. They're like, you know, like this version right here, they said that she looks old. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, you can't get around that. But the thing is, but here's the thing. What So does so well is that you have choices. You can use this head sculpt. If you don't want to use it, you can use the other one. And that's what I love about it. And I'm definitely going to use the other one. I won't use this one because it looks even weird right here. It looks definitely weird right here. But this one, I'm going to definitely use. I love this head sculpt. I cannot wait for this figure. Here's the thing, is like I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to pre-order it, but I did. Secured the asset. I'm excited. I already have Gambit. I hope So Toys continues to go down this road. Give us more X-Men. Give us, you know, Jean Grey. Give us Storm. You know, give us Cyclops. Give us they're actually going to give us an Old Man Logan. Give us Archangel. Give us Bobby Drake. Give us Hank McCoy. You know what I mean? Give us
Omega Red.
Jubilee.
Omega
Give
Red.
us the Omega Red. Definitely. Give us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go down. Go
Big
all the way.
Cable as well.
Give us a Cable. Give us a menacing Sabretooth. I want you to go all in on this. Give us
Leal and
exactly.
Apocalypse.
Yes.
Imagine
Exactly.
that. A big,
Apocalypse. Give
huge
us
storm.
Nightcrawler. I mean, Nightcrawler is one of my favorite characters of all time in
Yeah.
comics. So I love I love his arc. You know what I mean? So definitely continue to go down this road because it is a place for you. And I honestly hope that So Toys gets licensing or gets licensed soon. Because like I said, they deserve it. They give us figures that we actually want. So I'm excited about this. I can't wait.
Agreed.
Okay.
Nice.
My
Rich,
turn.
you're up, buddy.
Yes. Okay. Leal, I love you, man, but I do not like this head sculpt. I think it looks atrocious on both of them. I don't think she looks. Someone said in the comments on Facebook, they went, "She looks like a Karen wearing a wig," and I was like, "She does. She looks like she's early 40s, early 50s, trying to recreate when she was 20." I don't. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong. I know you love the character. I know you love Rogue. I love Rogue. I love the character. I love the comics. I love the animated show. I love everything about this character. I was in love with Rogue so much from the TV show. She was perfect for me and absolutely stunning. And this, I don't think they have done her justice. I think she looks too old.
Yeah.
I think she in the way that just the frown, the furrowed brow, the other weird face. Don't know what the hell she's pulling on that one. I think the aesthetic is good. I think the suit riding around the top of her legs looks weird. I hope I'm not sounding like Focus, but I'm kind of like, I'm just being dead honest with you. Like
no, you have to be. You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. It's good to have different
yeah.
perspectives.
And I just think what they did with Gambit, he looked fantastic. He looked like he'd come from the comics and the animated show. He looked like the perfect mixture of the two. This does not. And I think if they'd mix it up a little bit, if they did something with the yellow a bit more, maybe and made it more kind of like a metallic kind of color, I don't know, like just make it more striking than it is, and maybe the body proportion slightly off, but it's the face for me. The rest of it looks pretty damn good, and I like it. I'm happy for everybody who's getting it, and I'm happy for Leal because obviously I know you were really looking forward to that.
Oh my god!
I hope they do change it up a little bit, because I think Rogue is such a fantastic character and so much love. People have so much love for her. I think they need to really put a little bit extra sauce, extra juice, bit of time with it just to make it absolutely perfect. Once they give it a couple of tweaks, it doesn't take very much. Just the paint applications or the sculpt just slightly different with the furrowed brow, with the nose, maybe something different, but to make her more feminine as well, because she looks too stern. She doesn't look. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I'm sorry, it's a no po for me, I'm afraid.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
No, it's all good, Rich, and it's very interesting to see how everyone is reacting to this figure, because
it's also subjective, isn't it?
It is 100% a chase for so many people, especially for X-Men fans, definitely, because Hot Toys have not even broached this arena, which is quite disappointing. But if we look at the work that Susu Toys have done over the years, the improvement is definitely there. You can see it in their work. You can see it in the clothing, in the sculpts, in the paint apps that they do. They're really trying to get there, and I think eventually they will absolutely nail it. I think they can get more artists on board who have a different set of eyes. I think a few artists need to look at the one and just say, maybe this could work, this could work, this could work. I think one person looking at it the whole time, I think you kind of need to step back and see where it needs fixing. With this figure, I mean, I think what they did with the age, I don't really see the issue with it, because she, in the animated series, a lot of the characters were in their, early 30s, late 20s. So I don't see the issue with the age that they've approached here. I think the execution could have been a little bit different. They've given her very lifelike qualities, and I agree, Rich, 100% with what you said, is that the Gambit, they absolutely floored it. They got that animated and cross of lifelike quality down, and it's beautiful. And look, I will admit that when you see those photos of the Gambit and the Rogue together, there's something very beautiful about it. They are my favorite comic couple They are. I love them to death. I have the Marvel Legends versions, the originals.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what they did there, it gave people a bit of a visual of what to expect. This one, it's
Oh, that's
gorgeous.
great.
It is
That looks great.
absolutely beautiful. It has my heart,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, Gambit kind of he doesn't make her look that great, but at the same time, you understand that they mesh. And I think
Yeah.
that, again, if Susu Toys could apply themselves more to the head sculpt, give her that more feminine jawline, and not so harsh cheekbones and nose, I think they could have nailed it, made her lips a little bit fuller. I think that with the body type, they made her look very athletic. They didn't follow her curvature completely with the torso, so that would have been nice to see. I mean, she's she's not a Barbie doll. She's not overly voluptuous, but you do want to see that beautiful hourglass shape that she does actually have in the comics. You don't want to overdo it with the booty, of course not.
Yeah,
but you
nah.
want to give her those feminine features. Which she really it would adorn her so well.
You want to like elude strength. You want, because she's that's the thing is with her, she's a very strong figure, like a
Very
powerful figure, a well-respected, powerful figure. I mean, she's going toe to toe with so many daggone characters, and held her own. Like that's how powerful she is. So definitely, she deserves the respect.
Oh,
Definitely.
definitely. And I think just for me, it's just kind of like, sorry, I didn't mean to overtalk you there.
No.
Yeah, just for me, it's kind of like, because of how much love that everyone has for the character. I think it's the first proper 1/6 version of her, and I think that's amazing. And obviously, people have jumped on that, and she's sold out everywhere. And so obviously, so not everything's like me, but like, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I just thought, if they'd have done a couple of tweaks, I think they could have made it perfect. And I think maybe they could have spent a bit more time on the face, especially. And I think just that thing, I mean, what were they thinking putting those pictures out if they thought that weird face that she was pulling was right, with the promo images? I didn't know what they were thinking with that one. They've gone, oh, there's an extra head sculpt, and then we'll reserve that for later on, because that's not going to attract people to get it. But it's just my opinion.
I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leo, you go.
No. You go.
Thank you. What I think was on their thoughts was that they really wanted to pump these out before Christmas. I think they had a deadline. I think they felt pressure. And I think that the head sculpts that they had, especially the one on the right, I think that they just said, look, maybe it's not perfect, but we might need to settle if we want to get these figures out before Christmas or by Christmas.
Is that what they're doing? They're bringing them out before Christmas?
In December. That's
apparently,
the end game.
That's the end game.
That's
Impressive.
December 20th?
Yeah.
December 20th, I believe.
Yeah, so basically that is the thought, to get it out before, by Christmas time, which is it's going to be amazing. And I'm just going to, I'm wondering if they could, because here's the thing is like to fulfill that character, to say you're going to get it out that quick, when there's a lot of, like, you have so many other figures that are on pre-order that haven't been fulfilled yet. I mean, there's people are still waiting on Homelander, you know what I mean, from their line. So I don't know, that's a bit aggressive to see if they can actually do it. But hey, if they pull it off, it is what it is. But I'm definitely excited.
I regret not getting the Kingpin that they did.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
Yeah. It
looks
fantastic.
stunning.
It blew my socks off.
It's insane how good that is. I need to get that. I need to get that.
It is. It's definitely a phenomenal piece to have, and it bodes well. It looks so good. It looks. I think that's one of the best ones they've ever made. Literally,
that's one of the best 1/6 scale things I've seen, with the likeness of D'Onofrio and just what they did with the battle damage, with the blood and all that. It looks fantastic. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do next with this. I believe you've got something else to show us on this one as well from So.
Yes, definitely. So I don't know if we have time for the next two, but maybe we'll do another one.
Go really quick.
Yeah, which is the Unbreakable, which is meant to be Invincible from the Susu. And a lot of people are saying A lot of people are saying he looks like Ben Affleck.
Yes, he does.
Hey, let me bring that
Yes,
up
he
there.
does.
I gotta actually get this thing going.
You stole my line. I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'll bring this
Yeah,
up here in a minute.
Yeah, all good,
don't
Lyle.
bother showing that
No
that
sweat.
Spider-Man. I don't know what that is.
The Spider-Man is the skin from the Avengers game.
That's a
Yeah.
deep, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. There he is. There he is.
There's
Wow.
still Ben.
Now I can't unsee it.
Yep.
He's got the
Can't
cleft
see
in his chin as well. He's got that's perfect.
He does.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got
Especially
Ben
right
Affleck
here.
features down.
That is him. That is him.
Yeah.
The nose, man, and just where the cheekbones meet.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys watched the show on Prime? Are you familiar with this guy?
I've watched it 10 times, literally the entire series.
It is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's one of my all-time favorite shows. I've never read the comics before I watched the show, and I'm going to go back and get like the big omnibus, and I'm going to start reading it before season 2. I love this. I think it's great. I think it's he does look a bit Ben Affleck in the face. I'm trying to track down at the minute. I don't know if you've got it, Lel. The SSR Omni-Man.
Yeah, the SSR Omni-Man is huge. Now, here's the thing: is Soto's basically releasing their own. Like they have their own.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, they have their own that they're actually releasing. I don't know. It's again. I was talking about this last night. I have to wait and see because the thing is, I know the Rogue is one that I wanted, and I wanted to secure that first. For this one, I know I'll probably get it, but I still have to wait and see because it's innovative. Everything about this thing so far is incredible. Look at this, man. Look at this right here. To swap
incredible.
out headpiece with the blood. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
it is.
It's fantastic. Carlos is saying, "Is it better than She-Hulk? Invincible?" Yes,
yes, it is. 10 times.
Watch the first episode and then wait for the credits. A couple of minutes into the credits, there's an end sting that you need to watch. Don't read anything. Don't watch any trailers or anything. Yeah,
the very first episode will get you right away because it's the most unexpected. Now, here's the thing, because I knew it was in the books, but I didn't know that they were going to do that on screen, and they did it, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Carlos,
I'm ready.
Watch the first episode. You think, "Oh, it's all right," and then the end part after the trailer, the credits. Yes, 100% watch it. But I love this. I think it's great. I think it'd be great to. I'm trying to get that SSR Omni-Man because he's huge. He looks fantastic. He looks so imposing. These two together would look amazing. I didn't know this was coming out before Christmas. Might have to treat myself because that shot in itself is fantastic. Are you getting this?
Oh, look. I wish. I haven't seen the show, unfortunately, but it's on my list. I'm dying to see it. I've heard fantastic things from everyone I've spoken to.
One of the best things I've seen, honestly, Les. That should be the first thing you see. When I was working I was working in this city last year, year before, whatever it was, and I was taking the tram. I was doing a park and ride, going the tram, and I'd get on my iPad and I'd watch an episode each time, and it's so brutal and so gory. It's honestly, it's incredible. The way it's written is just fantastic. So the same thing I said to Carlos, I said to yourself, watch the first episode, you think, oh, that's pretty good, and then when it ends, there's a little bit of with the credits, and then this scene happens, and when the scene happens, it changes
never
everything.
Expect it. You will never see it coming.
It blows your mind, honestly.
It will blow your mind, like literally, because it's like, wait a minute,
please watch it tonight, please.
And here's the thing: is like, again, reading the books, I knew it was there, but then I'm like, oh shit, they are really going for it. And when you see it, it's like, hold up. Wait! Are y'all? And they're doing it. I'm like, wow, they went for it, and it's that good. Because basically, Omni-Man is voiced by J.K. Simmons.
Yep.
It's voiced by so many different stars, but they went there with it. It literally is, and everybody is waiting because, mind you, this series came out. What was that? 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
2 or 3 years.
So yes, I did read that.
So, and everybody is still waiting for season 2.
Oh man, when is season 2 supposed to come out? Oh, don't tell me like this.
it should have been out, but
it'd be next year, I reckon.
yeah,
But yeah, please watch one episode tonight, please. It's only like 45 minutes.
yeah.
Please watch it. and let me know what you
I'm
think.
very intrigued, and I
Please
wonder
leave
if
me
it's
like a little message with like a little voice message. And go,
Yeah.
oh my God, this.
Hey Rich, so this is what we're gonna do. Me and you are gonna tag team. We're gonna actually just send her messages. Did you watch it yet? 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 Just gonna send him. Did you watch it yet?
Ah, shit. And Lael has my now.
Yep.
Oh.
Did you watch it yet? Did you watch it yet? Did you watch it yet? Did you
My
watch it
phone's
yet?
gonna be next to me. It's gonna be going.
I'm gonna send you
ding dong,
pictures,
ding
snippets,
dong.
everything. Did you watch it yet?
Yeah. You need to.
Well,
watch
I mean, Mike and I, we're really searching for another really decent show to watch because
That's the
wow,
thing.
when we finished Peacemaker and The Boys, we
Yeah.
were devastated. We
This
were
is-
heartbroken.
This right here
Is on par.
is on par
On par.
with The Boys. It really is. This is on par because it is brutally violent. Brutally violent.
And incredibly well written.
And incredibly
That's
well
my
written.
kind of
Like
show.
it is brutally violent and they don't hold back. It is tragically violent.
I
So you gotta
love
watch.
that. And it's funny
Yeah.
because you are picking my brain. That is exactly what I was thinking. I love shows that don't hold back for the sake of the minority audience. I
Yeah.
want them
No,
to go full throttle and absolutely smash it. I want the controversy. I want gore, hardcore action, and awesome writing. Just
Trust me.
bring it all together. That's what I want.
Trust me,
So
the last 2 episodes of this, you've never
Excited.
seen anything like it.
Never, nothing like it. And this is again, like Chewie Bandolier, Kirkman. Yes. Robert Kirkman wrote the show too. Yes, it is one of his finest. Kirkman is that guy. He is literally that guy because he bring these shows. And the thing is, it's because he writes stories based on flawed heroes, people that we have this, you know what I mean? We have this fixation with that we believe that they are here for our best interest. Hell no. When you watch it, you will understand. It is that you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah. Yes, but to answer your question, I really like this.
I'm
I am
excited.
going
I'm
to-
hyped now.
Please watch it. Yeah, this looks great. They released I don't know who made it, but there was like I think maybe a McFarlane one or something where it was quite toyetic. It was very very cartoony. That was I think it was like 12-inch. They released them and Omni-Man, and they weren't that good. But for this, it looks great. I'm gonna if I get the SSR one, which I've seen. Somewhere I'm tempted to get that. If I can get that, then I'll get this definitely.
Yeah.
You're gonna
And you know
please
what?
watch it tonight, honestly.
I promise I will definitely watch
Amazon-
it because
Amazon Prime.
I think this sounds like it's right up my alley. It honestly does. You know, and I think that these figures from So Toys are starting to go very quickly. I think they're starting to fly off shelves. I think that they are really listening to their fan base. They're giving us, like Lael said, they're giving people the figures they want. They know what they know how to tap into our nostalgia and just you know, give us what we're looking for that, you know, licensed entities haven't really bitten the bullet of yet. I mean, you know, Hot Toys have approached the X-Men train, but nowhere near to this extent. And it's very exciting. And I genuinely look forward to seeing So Toys grow even more, produce more fantastic pieces, and hopefully finally get a license. I really do want this for them because they've worked their asses off for years, and I think it's due. I think credit is owed where it's due now.
Yeah,
I think so. I think I'll be interested to see what the other ones that they do on that list that they put out. I'm impressed that they are doing it in such a quick time frame as well. I think that's one of the biggest flaws with Hot Toys is a year, 18 months, 2 years. Sometimes it's like, Jesus Christ, can we just get something quick? And so I think it's good for them to kind of get these out there. They are quite limited and they are becoming worth something as well. Some of these, like the Daredevil and obviously the Kingpin and stuff like this, they sell out and you can't get them anymore. And they do command a really good price. So maybe that's something for people to look at as well as not as much as an investment piece, but something like it's not going to decrease massively in price. So
yeah. Can't wait.
I think third-party figures these days have very underrated. a lot of good ones out there. Like there's
Yeah.
this there's the Casper Van Dien figure, and I want him from Starship Troopers. Oh, I want him
Yeah, it's out
because
there.
he's a decent price as well, especially for an Australian price. It's a very attractive figure, and I'm hoping, and I want Cable as well. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hopefully soon, guys.
Hopefully.
Hold cross your fingers for me, and send Santa those letters, man, because damn, I want that shit.
You already know. We want
I
everything.
know.
Hell yeah.
We want everything. But guys, one last question to make things a bit interesting. What is your guilty pleasure film that you think everyone hates but you love? It's going to take some thought.
It's going to take some thought.
Okay. I think, okay, let me see. One of my guilty pleasure films that I love that I think everybody else might hate. There's so many.
We all have them.
Because I'm an 80s
do we
dude,
need
I'm an 80s guy.
do we need a week to think about this?
No.
It's because there's so many 80s films. That's what my love for 80s films is my guilty pleasure. So I would say, and a lot of people haven't seen this film, Once Bitten, Jim Carrey.
I haven't seen that. No.
When you look it up, it's one of his first films.
What is
Once
it called?
Bitten.
Sorry, Leo?
It's called Once Bitten. Jim
Once
Carrey.
Bitten.
Yeah, it's called Once Bitten. He basically plays a vampire. Like he's bitten by. So so what it is he's bitten by this she's an older vampire, but she stays. So in order for her to basically stay young, she again has to siphon like the life essence of someone else who's young as well, and it's him. And the thing is, because he's a virgin, that's the only way that she can, she can stay the way she is. He has to stay pure. So the thing is, he's changing into this vampire, and people don't understand. Like he doesn't even understand what's happening to him. But it's so funny. It's one of the funniest movies out. Like literally, it's my guilty pleasure. But I know a lot of people might hate it, but I love it.
That's a great answer for me.
That is a good answer.
I think Spider-Man 3. I had that on rotation for a very long time. I am a massive Spider-Man fan anyway, but when it was in the early 2000s when it came out, and I went to the cinema like 4 times to see it, and I genuinely really loved it. And everybody hated it, but I loved it at the time. I could still go back to it, and it evokes some really good memories for me. But at the time, everyone was like, "It's a bag of shit," and I'm like, I really love it. And I actually a couple bits were like, I don't know what it was because of the time of my life or whatever, I don't know. But it was just funny. I just for me, I really enjoyed it. So that one for me is my guilty pleasure at the time. I don't know so much now. I don't really have that many now. How about you, Liz?
Oh, well, so I really enjoyed Battleship.
Okay,
really
with Rihanna and Skarsgård and okay.
I really, he is the ultimate.
I haven't seen it, but I just
I
haven't seen it.
It's based off of an actual game, like the original game, Battleship, but then they basically made it into like a science fiction type, and they even use the same strategy. Yeah.
Also, there's one I was got is the Punisher with John Travolta in as well.
Oh, okay.
You know, the one with I really like that one. Yeah, that was really good.
I haven't seen it.
It's worth watching. It's worth watching. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, well, there we go. We know a lot more about each other now.
Definitely.
But guys, I think that's a wrap on this segment
on this
Rise
week's
and
show.
Shine. It's been amazing. Lael, Rich, anything new coming up on your channel this week or next?
For me, no, not until we have Collectors Lounge, of course, on Sunday, Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday, and then Say What Wednesday, and then back here for Rise and Chai next Thursday, and then next Friday will be another Figure Flex Friday, but nothing for the rest of this week because of the movie. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Because of Wakanda.
that's it. That's it.
Well,
Amazing.
for me, I'm on Collectors Lounge Sunday, and Tuesday I'll be doing Film Club.
Film
We're
Club,
talking
exactly. Yeah.
Wakanda Forever. Full spoilers on that one. I was supposed to go on John Logan, Iron Logan's show tomorrow, but I'm actually going to go next week instead because I've been slammed with work and I just don't have the time to prep for it. So,
Fair.
but I've just got myself a new camera, so I'm hoping to try and do some little shorts or little just little bits and bobs like that to try and do something, get my wheels spinning a bit, like even if it's just quick reviews and stuff as well, just to do something like that, because I've not, and I need to do something more for myself as well, I think. So yeah, so if everyone can subscribe to Reviews with Rich on Instagram and YouTube, I would very much appreciate it. And of course, I'm on Rise and Chai next week as well, so looking forward to that.
Amazing.
And I will be running the show next week.
You will be at the helm.
Spicy.
Yes, you. Oh, spicy! I'm excited. Oh my goodness!
Like that,
you shouldn't have said that, because now I'm going to think about it all week. Thanks.
And I'm looking forward to your very quick review of the first 2 episodes of Invincible.
Yes, I am really looking forward to watching this show. Like I said, and not just things from everyone. So yeah, we will see what happens.
And you've got your spoiler essay that's going to come out. Is that right, Les? Have you frozen again?
I've got my spoiler out. I have to re-upload it because there was a bit of audio that jumped out of nowhere, which was a bit strange. So I'll be re-uploading that in a couple minutes. But it's good timing as well, because not everyone has seen it, and I think it would be better to wait, at least maybe a couple more hours before I put a spoiler review out there.
This one right here. This is why.
So nice.
This is why I echo the sentiment. Like literally, this is why, because it really does feel like home. Like we could talk about shit
100%.
for hours. Like literally, we could. We definitely could.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. I think what we've got as a dynamic as 3, I think is absolutely.
Oh man, golden.
It's perfect.
Golden.
Yes. I can make him do a thumbs up.
There you go.
No, I can't.
Don't even break it. Don't you break it. That's a growl. Don't you break it.
My God.
Bless him.
Making me nervous doing that.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you again,
well,
guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for another awesome session. It was great to talk about the suit and Indy. We'll see what happens there. With my channel, again, I've got the spoiler review going up in a few hours. It's a bit of an essay. I love to be a bit creative. It was a very hard review to do. I got very emotional multiple times and I had to stop a few times. I got that engrossed in what I was saying and in the delivery. So I really hope everyone enjoyed it. I passed the 300 subscriber mark very recently, so I want to thank everyone so much, Lael, Rich, for your support in helping me push my content and my channel. It really, really does warm the heart drum. So I appreciate you both very, very much. I appreciate everyone in the chat for giving a damn about what I have to say. It is so appreciated, and I thank you all very, very much. I will be doing some more 1/6 scale figure news. I'll be doing unlicensed parties on my channel and licensed content on the Bat Statue Collectors channel, Chris. I will also be doing a few series. I recently received a message which I haven't had a chance to open yet, but I will be doing a few series with some very good artists and creators, and having them on my channel to talk about everything them, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, there's lots of content to come. Of course, still doing the customs, still doing the music videos, and I'll be uploading a song, specifically a Christmas carol, because I do one. I try
Yes,
to do one
yes.
every Christmas
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
to get the
Exciting.
That's
get the
cool.
spirit jiving. I'll try and incorporate some figure goodness, but we'll see. We'll see what happens and if it works. But
Yes.
yeah,
we
lots
should
more to
do
come.
we should do a Live Aid one. It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. That kind of, we all do different lines of the song. There you go. There's your music video.
There you go.
Watch the electricity bill. I love lights, but damn,
Yeah.
pricey.
Pricey times. Right. Thank
But
you,
yeah, guys, Lael, do you want to take us out?
Yes. We will actually see y'all next week again. It's been a great show. We thank you for your participation and making this show what it is. We definitely enjoy being here. But until next week, make sure you enjoy your weekend. If you're going to see Wakanda Forever, enjoy that. And next week, don't forget your chai. Please don't. Bring your chai next time because we enjoy it. But anyway, we love y'all and we will see you next week. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.